Yo, it is your boy Kexis, top 3 troubleshooter for real, back with this video. And let's get right into it. But I want to preface this by saying if you aren't following me on Twitter or Twitch, check those out. I want to stream at least 3 or 4 times a week, at least 4 hours. 2 hours. Let's start small, 2 hours. And I am kind of active on Twitter, so yeah. If you like fighting games and whatever tweets, yeah. So let's get right into it. This video is not going to be about gameplay. It's just going to be about my opinion on certain things, right? And you read the title, so let's talk about it. Why isn't DNF Duel more popular? I'm going to give you like 2 really good reasons, kind of elaborate on those reasons, and that's going to be the video, right? So the main reason, in my opinion, is DNF Duel does not have a pioneer. DNF Duel does not have a star. I'm just being honest, bro. Nowadays, you need a star. You need someone to familiarize people, genre. I'm sorry. You need someone to familiarize the game to other people who don't know about the genre really, or just casuals, people who just are bots basically. I'm just being honest. You need to attract people who are just gonna follow you and do whatever, and streamers have that power. That's why streamers really bring life into games and influencers and stuff like that. DNF Duel does not have that. We have no star. Everyone who talks about this game only speaks about it negatively, despite it being a really fun game, right? And that's really it, bro. Even like when you think about Melee, when someone says Melee, you think about your favorite set, your favorite player. You think about HBox, you think about YouTube King, or you think about Mango, or whoever else. I don't know. No offense, I just don't watch Smash. Axe, I love Axe's Pikachu in Melee. You think about iconic characters, iconic moments for different games. Same thing with Tekken. Same thing with Street Fighter. Someone says Street Fighter 5, you think of your favorite set, your favorite player. You think of Idom, you think of Daigo, you think of Punk, Rob TV, Brian F, some other personality. I don't know. Someone says Guilty Gear, you think of maybe LK, maybe the guy who made the excuse about him not being a good Zato player. I don't know. You think of your favorite moments, your favorite times, whatever. Right? Someone says a name and it literally invokes emotions and memories and passion. When someone says DNF Duel, it doesn't exist, bro. And that's because there's no one pioneering the game, because the game has no roots in the FGC. And that's not really its fault, it's just the truth. All the genres I just named, Smash, Tekken, Street Fighter, whatever, have had literal decades, literal year after year after year after year to compound ads and movies and tournaments and players and content and views and hours and type of stuff, bro. They've had so much time to compile an almost indestructible magnet of buyers and consumers. DNF Duel does not have that, bro, and that is like the main reason it's just not popular. Again, despite the game being absolutely beautiful, the game stems from an MMO that's just not popular over here in the first place. Like, people know what DFO is, but you're not gonna name these characters, bro. You're not about to name these characters. It's Male Fighter, but you're not about to name their real names, their classes, which awakening variation is. You're not going to, because you don't know, because there's no reason to know, right? That's the thing with fighting games, bro. Ryu, everyone more or less knows about Ryu because the nigga has been around for so long. Same thing with Ken. That's why when Ken's leaked story was like him finding out he's a bum or something, his wife left him, that invoked emotions in people because they played with Ken for Street Fighter 3, 2, 1, whatever, 5. They probably wanted to play with him in 6. You get what I'm saying? So DNF is missing that emotional connection, and plus no one is pioneering the game at all. And that is just, it just shows, bro. And it shows because whenever someone mentions the game, they complain about the same thing over and over, which is a legitimate complaint, by the way. And if you haven't heard, it's because of this dude right here, Swiftmaster. Swiftmaster basically just makes the game not fun to play. He's not fun to play against. He's at no point is he fun to interact with. So you can legitimately be a better player and you will still just lose to a Swiftmaster. That's never fun. That's not good. Combos are stupid long. Like, just those three factors alone just makes people not want to play the game. And the game is really easy, so you can be a really good fighting game player, have some legitimate skills, strategies, and get completely blown out the water by someone who probably had no real idea what they were doing. They just played their characters random and they beat you. So that's never fun. So all that in combination is basically why the game is, you don't see the game a lot. It produced funny clips, you know, funny little montages, moments, will it kill moments. That's entertaining, but it's not really a solid foundation to have players coming back to actually play ladder, play the game, make content, so on and so forth. Sorry. All right, so that's like the main reason. That reason number one, in my opinion, and reason number two is well balanced. The game initially has a very weak roster in terms of what the game has to offer, right? Because we're playing a game where not everyone, the game has really high damage. Some characters, or majority of the characters, have really big normals, far-reaching specials, and you basically die in 2 or 3 touches, right? But the bigger problem is some characters simply cannot access their game plan just due to bad oversight or just bad balancing. For example, like Launcher, most of Launcher's moves are just terrible from a frame data. Yo, that's kind of, I like this fit. From a frame data point of view, the Launcher itself just has terrible frame data. So say you were just a character, a casual, you buy the game $50, you saw some videos, you saw someone play Launcher, you want to play Launcher, you practice, you go to play Launcher, and you realize Launcher does not feel good to play at any point in the game. Launcher feels terrible to play because the moves that look like they should do what they, let me rephrase that. Her moves just do a poor job of illustrating what her strengths and stuff are, and she has no real power basically in this game. And that's just, I'm not making this about Launcher. The point is, she's a zoner, but she can't zone because the game, like I said, there's just so many factors to deal with for her character. She's just not a good character. So the fact that you have a character like Launcher in a game with a character like Windmaster, Swiftmaster, whatever, is criminal. While still having a character like Berserker and Striker and Hitman is ridiculous for anyone who wants to play Launcher or Enchantress or Vanguard or even Ghostblade in some regards, right? So by having such a, like, there's just too much power in these 4 characters. Or Troubleshooter is not, Troubleshooter is really good, and Konoichi and Dragon Knight. So having so much power in these lumps of characters basically makes it so you will never see a Vanguard, you will never see a Launcher, you will never see an Enchantress, you will never see a Ghostblade, you won't see a Lost Warrior really, you probably won't even see a lot of Konoichis at high level play, because there's no reason to commit time into a character when, again, Swiftmaster does everything better than most of the characters. Berserker does things that the other characters can't even do. Like, he can use conversion to basically stop guard cancel. Conversion enables his other parts of his mix. Conversion makes some of his moves safer than they should be. while still having access to really amazing moves is just unfair to some of the other characters. And fighting game players kind of pick up on what's cheap and what's not. And when nowadays, if something is super cheap and there's like there's no clear way to counter it, they're going to a different game, and that's just how it is. And that's what just DNF Duel has. DNF Duel just has a bunch of cheap stuff. It's not hard to do. So you have so many people that they get cheaped out for about an hour straight, and they're like, all right, I'm not coming back to this. Especially when you already have a different game in your library that you could be playing, right? And that's basically it, man. The game, that's really it. It's not really too much to say. It's not really too much to hate or complain about. And the native input delay, the native input whatever for this game on PS4 is disgusting. Wait, is it PS4 or PS5? One of the consoles. It's like 6 frames or something, or 4 frames. That is terrible. That's just ridiculous, bro. It's maybe ridiculous is not the right word, because I don't play offline events. I don't play tournaments at all. But I think it's pretty frustrating that as a human or as a person who has free will, you want to get really good at DNF, you want to practice and go to tournaments, your practice is basically almost illegitimate because one, the native input lag is unreasonable, and two, you're probably just going to end up fighting Swiftmaster over and over and over and over again, or Zerker. And since there's no patch, no scope for a patch, no ETA for a patch, there's just no reason to really practice at the moment, like, because there's no counterplay to some of the stuff in the game. And that's it. So that's basically summarize. Point 1, why is DNF Duel not popular? Because no one popular is playing the game. No one popular likes the game. No one popular really has had time to have an emotional connection with the game. It's really that simple, bro. Like, if someone really loves Smash, there's nothing I can tell them about Smash that they don't already know, and that they haven't already accepted, and that they don't care about, because they still love Smash. Same thing with Street Fighter 5 especially. Some people love the game. You cannot convince them that it's just not a good game. I'm not saying it is or isn't. I don't play it, so I don't know. But yeah, there's no iconic players playing this game. That's just why it's not good, and it's not popular. Second thing, balance it's just off. I think this game would do really good if it could just get not frequent patches, just some communication as to where they want the game to go, and it would be fine. All of the foundation for a decent game is here. It is $50, but without a community and an active ladder or some reason to lab and actually play the game, no one is going to play the game, and that's just how it goes. So if you watched all the way to this point, I appreciate you. Thank you. If not, that's cool. If you did, just know, like I said, I appreciate you. And yeah, me personally, I'm not going to stop playing the game just because people don't play it. That's ridiculous. I'm gonna keep playing. I'm gonna keep making videos, and I'm gonna just have fun because I think the game is fun. And yeah, that's it. See you guys in the next video. Yeah, we'll save all the other stuff for later. But anyways, peace.